The polling booths are in place. The ballot papers have arrived. The final political rallies have been held, and now all the candidates can do is wait. But these trappings of democracy have been competing with a second and more brutal campaign. One of violence in which militants have targeted political parties and individuals in a declared bid to shape the fundamental nature of Pakistani society. 3 self-described secular parties have been the particular focus of attacks by the Pakistani Taliban movement. The accusation that they sided with the United States in what is termed the war on terror.
We will also continue to target the military because they are part of the war on Islam. Democracy is non-Islamic and it will be rejected.
70,000 soldiers are being deployed to protect polling stations. The high-profile presence an attempt to persuade the people it will be safe to vote. The clear message, too, that the army is now an instrument of democracy rather than a barrier to it. That it is committed to a process that is designed to maintain civilian political power. Decades of military rule are a thing of the past. It's now the religious militants who pose the greatest threat to democracy. Over the next 24 hours, though, ultimate power is in the hands of the people. And it will be up to them to decide who governs and how.
All right, Mike, so what kind of voter turnout will be considered good?
Well, we'd be looking at past turnouts, for example. The highest ever turnout in a national election was in the region of 45%. So anything above 40% would be regarded as an average turnout within the voting process. But there's another key factor here. In this election, there are 6 million more registered voters than there were in the last one 5 years ago. Now, of these voters, 20% are aged between 18 and 25. So you're looking at a situation here where there's a huge number of new voters coming into the system. And the key question as to that final target poll will be how many of these first-time voters actually go to the polls. This will be the issue that will define the eventual poll. Anything, as I said, above 42, 43% will be an indication that the threats of violence have been to a degree ignored, although it would appear that they are very real indeed.
Mike, will people be voting for individuals or for parties? How does the election process work in Pakistan?
Well, it is a Westminster-style system of government, so essentially it is a number of seats voted for on a candidate basis, on a constituency basis. However, within Pakistan as well, many observers believe that the individuals do play a major role in the political process. Within the campaigns, they have been centered on particular individuals as much as they are centered on political parties themselves. So one key indicator will be how well the individuals do, the high target, the high key individuals, how well they do in their particular constituencies, which could well correlate to how well their parties do on the national basis. So it is very much a mixture of decisions being taken on the nature of the individual as much as it is on the nature of the party that that individual heads.
All right, Mike, thank you as ever. Mike Hanna, live for us from Islamabad.